What's happening? What's happening? Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Is it 3 o'clock? Yes, it's 3 o'clock. Y'all come on in, man. We're gonna go ahead and get this started. Hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I'm trying to put this link in the chat. I'm trying to put this link in the chat. Having some issues, man. It ain't been that many days since I did this. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving, man. My Thanksgiving was very interesting. It was very interesting. Get myself together here, get everything together. Uh, Pin this comment. Let me pin this link in this chat. While I'm doing that, man, y'all make sure y'all check. If y'all ain't got a chance to, man, check out the ICT series. Link the lingo playlist. My intentions was to be working. Where is my freaking y'all? I'm sorry, man. I can't even walk and chew gum at the same time today. Your channel. Let me do this first and then I'll talk. Okay, live. Okay, pin link. Okay, there you go. Pin the link. Okay, man. I'm all over the place today, man. Okay, now, before we get started, y'all make sure y'all check out the ICT lingo, ICT concepts explained playlist. Share the screen. If you go to the link in the chat, there's a link in the chat right now that says watch the new ICT concept explained lingo playlist. If you click on that link, it'll take you to that playlist, right? It's 8 videos. I know everybody pretty much know what this is, but for anybody who just tapping in and don't know what this is, there's a playlist where I break down ICT, the lingo you'll need to understand to be able to trade ICT concepts. And it's all explained in the way that I understand it. Not saying that it's the way he meant for it to be, not saying it's the only way to do it. This is the way that I understand it. I'm explaining it in my voice, hopefully to, give somebody their aha moment. And for each one of the videos, the overview is just basic terms you need to know through all of the different PD arrays, and then the other 7 videos is me breaking down the different PD arrays you'll need to understand to be able to trade his concepts. My intentions was to be working on the second series this weekend, but this been a very interesting Thanksgiving. For anybody that was on the live on Discord with me on Thursday, I can't remember if it was the Friday. Anybody that was on the Discord with me on Friday, y'all know what the lick read, y'all know what's going on. But if you go to any one of the videos, if you go to the link, if you go to the description, there's a link that says download slides. Take you to a Google Drive folder, and you can download the slides for all 8 videos. And every link in every video, the link in all the 8 videos go to the same Google Drive folder, and you can download the slides for free. Keep them for notes, keep them for reference, keep them to go along with the videos. If you like to have a tactile piece of paper in your hand while you look at the video, download them, print them out, or have them on another screen. And you know what I'm saying? It's all for the free 99. Y'all know how we do here at the gang. It's all for the free 99. Yeah, man. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to it, man. If this your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty thank you for always hanging out with me. And y'all know who that is back there. That's the homeboy Spidey. Spidey been hanging out. Hey, speaking of hanging out, man, I'm all over the place today. But my brother picked my brother up Friday, him and his wife. And yesterday, we went to Atlanta and they picked up a new rental. They got a Tesla. They rented a Model 3 yesterday. He told me when he took his son back to the airport today in Atlanta, they switched out the Model 3 for a Model Y. The Model Y is the Tesla that I want. I was driving that Model 3 yesterday. When I tell you I almost bought me a Tesla yesterday, I pulled up the thing on there to show a collection because we was talking about how much, because initially I wanted a Model S, but then I was like, the Model S, man, that's a middle-age crisis car. That's the little sporty car. That's for people, that's for young folk or old men like me with a middle-age crisis. Then I said I want to get the Model X, right? Because the Model X, the Model X fine. I like how it look on the road, you know what I'm saying? And then some people we go to church with bought a Model Y. And I'm like, man, that thing look good. That thing look just as good. Now the X is bigger. The X do look better, but the X costs like 50, 60,000 more than the Y. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it ain't 50, 60,000 better. You feel me? The little butterfly doors and all. Hey, come on, man. I don't need the butterflies. You feel me? So I'm like, man, that Y don't look bad. I like that Y. So I'm driving that 3 yesterday. And then I pulled it up to show Cleanser how much it costs. Because she was like, how much, how much they cost and stuff. I showed her, you know what I'm saying? I put everything that I would want in the 3, everything I would want in the Y, showed her what the prices was. She was like, oh, so we could just buy it right now. I mean, yeah, you can order it. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is pay for the charging stuff up front. And then, you know what I'm saying? The rest of it, if you're paying cash, this how much it costs. If you financing, you know what I'm saying, this how much, roughly how much it is. You got to put this amount down, this amount per month. They show you all that on the thing, right? Man, I was so close to buying that Tesla. I'm telling, I'm gonna try to link up with my brother today. He done got a Y. I want, it's because I like, what's the difference between, because I like that 3 nice. So, you know what I'm saying? Here, like, it's more room in the Y. Here, like, it's more room in here. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, I'm gonna go drive that Y probably sometime today, because they leaving tomorrow. So I got to go drive that Y to see, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm like, look, man. And then I was like, then if you don't get full autonomous driving, it's 15,000 cheaper. So I'm like, do I really need full autonomous driving? Do I really need full autonomous driving? You know what I'm saying? I can knock off that 15. You know what I'm saying? And then even if I got like the partial autonomous driving, that's 6. So that's knocking off 7. So I'm like, man, I don't care nothing about seeing the traffic lights on the screen and it driving by itself. I don't trust that anyway. I don't trust computers like that. I'm going to be driving. Hear me? I can knock off 15. But anyway, man, I done got caught up in story time. But, man, what's up, man? Who in the chat, man? Oh, yeah, free 99. Hit the like button. Whatever. Somebody probably already hit the thumbs down button. It is what it is, man. I just do this to help people get their aha moment. I really don't care nothing but about likes and dislikes and all that. The only reason why I be asking y'all hit the like, because I ain't on no other social media. And the only way other people gonna see this is if y'all hit the like button. Because they say if you hit the like button, the algos and YouTube think y'all like the video, then to show it to other people who like the same kind of stuff you like, and that way other people can come in and get this information for the free 99. But other than that, that's the only reason why I asked y'all hit the like button, man. I ain't on no other social media to promote this. So, you know what I'm saying? It's up to y'all hitting like in the YouTube algorithm to show it to other cousins so they come get this free information. You hear me? Let's go see who in the chat. What's up, Rhonda Green? Happy Sunday afternoon. I'm easy like Sunday morning. What's up, Rhonda? What's up, SJ? What's going on, S Hatter? The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Pin to the top of the chat. That's the way you pull up, ask a question. This is your way of pulling up, getting a free one-on-one. You can pull up and ask me whatever you want to ask, as many questions you want to ask, to your heart's content. You can ask questions to your heart content. Pull up. What's going on, Angela? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? What's up, Otis? Happy Sunday to you. What's going on here to learn and share? How you doing? What's up, Tranisha? What's up, KC? I'm your boogie, man. That's what I am. Where the rest of the Sunshine Band at? What's going on, FC? What's up, TK? What's happening, Sonia? What's you say? I've been busy, but I'm definitely going to get started with that playlist. I'm ignoring all of these Black Friday cyber deals. I'm sure Tim breaks it down in a way I can understand. That's what's up, man. Don't waste your money on the cyber deals, man. They got people out there. I'm going to tell you like this right here. If you talk about cyber deals for like combines and funded accounts and cyber deals for people in they discords and they courses, and I'm telling you like this right here, right? Let's talk about courses first. We go get to the price action. Name price action. It's charting. What I'm talking about. We gonna get to the charts too. Courses. I've paid money for courses. Everybody know I paid money for courses, right? Got the plaques to prove it. Right here. Plaques to prove it. $4,500 for this course right here. I paid $600 for courses. I paid $100 for courses. You know what I'm saying? I've paid, the most expensive one was the $4,500. Every course I've taken, right? Every course I've taken, once I took the course, everything in the course I had already known. All of the educational stuff I had already known. It's stuff that I had already learned for free on YouTube. Now, the only course that I've taken that actually taught me something new was Jay the Trader's course, because I had no clue about futures, right? So I learned what futures were. I learned how they work. I learned how to trade them. But when it comes to actual trading type stuff, even that course didn't teach me anything new. It taught me some very, it showed me his techniques on a lot of stuff, his way of seeing a lot of stuff. But I give Jay credit with anybody that he's the one that gave me the missing piece to the puzzle. He's the one that made me realize I can do this. I can do this for real. He's the one that he gave me the missing piece to the puzzle, right? He gave me the missing piece to the puzzle, right? He made me realize I can do this for real. I can actually replace my income if I did this, and if I was disciplined, I could replace my, and he's the one that gave me the missing piece to the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? He unlocked it in my mind that this was possible. I give him credit for that. But courses, every course I have ever taken, when it comes to the educational stuff, when it comes to the secrets, when it comes to the exclusive stuff that only our members get, I knew all of it already. Every piece of it. I knew it all already. And if you on my channel right now, if you've been on here for more than 3 days, you know it all already too. Because every single day I talk about everything you will ever need to be a successful trader. Risk management, mindset, and one setup. If you got risk management, is the most important thing in trading. Stick to your risk management. Do not break your stop loss rules. Mindset. Stay disciplined. Don't be emotional. Trust the process. Speaking of trust the process, one setup. If you stick to one trading strategy, trading setup, and not be all over the board, once you back test it, forward test it, and implement it, if you stick to that process, because back testing gonna let you know how successful it is through a previous market. Forward testing or paper trading, however you want to look at it, is going to let you know how successful it is in current market conditions, because you can have trending up, trending down, and consolidating markets, right? So you want to back test your strategy through all them types of markets to see how your strategy perform in an uptrend, a downtrend, and consolidation, right? Forward testing lets you know what current market it's in and how effective it is in there, and then you just trade within the parameters of the effectiveness of that market, and you stick to your risk management, and voila, you're a full-time trader. There is no secrets out there, no Discord, no one-on-one, no course. Nothing's going to make you a profitable trader. Only you can make you a profitable trader. And you know what's going to make you a profitable trader? Risk management, discipline, emotions, whatever you want to call it, mindset, and one setup that you have back tested, forward tested, and trust. That's it right there. That's the secret. Just gave you the secret to being a successful trader. Risk management is key. And then when it comes to, that's on the courses, and buy this, and we're going to get you there now, you know, on combines and prop firms or whatever you call it. If you don't know how to trade, more money is just going to make you a worse trader. If you know how to trade, more money can be a good thing. But if you don't know how to trade, more money is a horrible thing. Learn how to trade, learn the skill set, master the skill set, and then go apply for a combine if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to put up a lot of your own risk capital, if you just want to put up minimum risk capital, meaning you only want to pay for the combine and pay the monthly fee that come along with combines after you pass, go for it. But learn the skill set first. Because right now you're going to see a lot of Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales for courses, for combines, for all this right here. That's how them people make their money. They ain't making no money off of, I ain't going to say they not. Because a lot of them are making money off of the stock market. But they're not making money. They're not making the bulk of their money off of being traders. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with selling courses and investing the money that you got from selling courses. That's their job. Just like you work at Burger King and you take your Burger King check and you put it in the market. You take your money you got from work and you put it in the market. So they take their money that they got from selling you a course about how to trade and they put it in the market. They're just taking their money from their job and putting it in the market. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not mad at people for that. A lot of people on the internet get mad because they out here making all this money off of courses and they not trading themselves. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. If I started doing courses and running Discords and doing all that, I ain't got time to focus on the charts for myself. So I wouldn't be trading. I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't be trading every day. I probably wouldn't even be swing trading in the short term. I would just swing trade in the long term and long-term invest. If I was selling courses and running Discords and all that, I ain't got time to be trying to worry about my day-to-day trades and make sure your day-to-day trades be successful. I would not be doing it. I just take my money that I make off my course and I put it into long-term positions, or I put it into long-term swings. That's what Lil Timmy Rogers would do. I'm babbling now. I don't know where I was going with that, but you got everything you need right here. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Hey, man. Who done came up in here while I was running my mouth? What's up, Sanjay? Who did I miss? I missed somebody. Oh, what's up, Kareem? Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle? How you doing? What's up? Cool it now. Hey, watch out. What's up? What's up, Captain Kirk? Yes, unnecessary. Have patience. What's up, Sanjay? What's up? What's up, Laverne? I didn't see you earlier. I thought I saw you earlier, Laverne. I guess not. What's going on, Laverne? Gabriel, what's going on, my guy? What's good with you? Towns, Davario even. Yep. Stop chasing everything. Yeah, man. What you say, Michelle? I look at Michelle talking. You better make them eat cake. Look at Michelle talking to put the new toss. I got a pretty smile too. Let me hit them with the car selfie. Chee. Hey, Michelle confident. Michelle knows she look good. Anytime you see a woman take a picture in the camera lower than her chin, she knows she look good. I'm telling you, every female out there, they take pictures like this. They take pictures. Because when you take it from higher, you got to get the angle right. You can't see. I don't want you to see my double chin. I got to slim my body down. I got to do the right. Michelle Tucker, she took the picture like she was like, eat cake, baby. The more money you have, the more money you will lose. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, my mom in here. What's going on, mama? How you doing, baby? Tell these folk your son ain't got no sense. Most of these courses are not developed properly. I was a course developer in my last job. Okay, that's what's up, Captain Kirk. I thought you worked on Black Hawks. Is that a Black Hawk you standing next to? Some kind of helicopter. You standing next to something? You're a course developer for the military? What's up, man? Let's get into it, man. I've been running my mouth for a long time. I've been on here for 21 minutes. Make them eat cake, you feel me? Michelle Tucker put that phone down there and said, eat cake, baby. Click, click. Hey, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's go over here. We're going to go to Trading View. We're going to go to the ES. We ain't even gonna go to Spylene today. We ain't even gonna go holler at Spylene. Spylene, we ain't gonna holler at you. We're gonna go to the ES. As y'all see, I've been in here. Y'all see right here. I was working on some stuff. My intention was to this weekend have the what's the name, like the part 2 of the concepts, you know what I'm saying, the price action portion done. That ain't happened. You know what I'm saying? We had a whole lot going on in the family. Got an opportunity to hang out with my brother and his wife yesterday in Atlanta. So y'all already know what the lick read. Family first over everything. Yeah, man. I love y'all to death, Spider Gang. But hey, we gonna get them videos out. Yeah, family. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this stuff out the way. Let's take this stuff out the way right here. As y'all see, I was working on some slides for the breakers when I, was so rudely interrupted and had to put everything on hold. I made the slides for the mitigation blocks, the slides for the breakers. Well, I made the slides for the mitigation blocks. We're working on the slides for the breakers. And then I still got to do the slides for the liquidity voids, the order blocks, the fair value gaps, the swing high, swing low. I got to do them slides, and then I can record the videos. And then once I do that, I'm just upload the whole playlist like I did the last time. All right, upload the whole playlist like I did the last time. But my intentions was to get it out yesterday. I wanted to have it out yesterday, but it is what it is. We gonna make it happen. So y'all know what I like to do on the weekend chart prep. I like to go back. I like to go way back. Go way back in time frames. Go to the monthly. Let's look at where we sitting at. Do anybody got anything before we get started? Okay, then. Say used to deliver Black Hawks and Sikorsky's. I mean, for Sikorsky's. Yeah, Sikorsky used to be out on post. Out on the airfield back in the day. When I first started working on Fort Benning, Sikorsky was out there on post. Oh, you was in Poland. Man, Captain Kirk said, I took the war to Poland. Captain Kirk, I got to keep my eye on you. I took the walk to Poland. So on the monthly, y'all already see where we on the monthly. 2020, we took off. After the vid low, we took off, got the confirmation September, October 2020, meaning we pulled back, you know what I'm saying, test that high. We test that high, test that breaking market structure, right? Came right back down to that breaker 19, came down to that monthly breaker back before any of us knew what a breaker was. We came back to that monthly breaker, and then we took off, set an order block before any of us knew what an order block was. Then again, right? Set another order block, set an order block there. Then we melted straight through both of these on the monthly levels, melted straight through these order blocks right here. Said move, punk, right? Came down, set a swing low right there. We set a low, move back up came into this order block. This order block did its job. We had heavy distribution to the downside. Well, see, we ran all this buy side liquidity for 2 years, pretty much a year and a half, but for 2 years, because from March to January, so pretty much 2 years, we ran this buy side liquidity from above this February 2020 high, right, for 2 years. Then we stopped and we reversed. When we reversed, got heavy distribution to the downside, had a break in market structure right there in the month of January 2022, right? Wick back up, right? Opened up, came down, went deep into the sell side liquidity, right? In February 2022, pushed up. Then in March 2022, we set a new swing high. That's when we pushed back up into the order block. So we had a break in market structure right there. This was the confirmation of that order block right there, right? And then in March, we traded back up into, we left the sell side liquidity alone once we had taken. We took sell side, retook sell side again for anybody that wanted to get long on this rally right here, took them out, made their feelings get hurt. Then the next month, we pushed up into that order block. Then you see the heavy distribution for the next 1, 2, 3 months, right? The next 3 months we had heavy distribution, right? Came down past this order block, hit probably some weekly stuff. I think we hit some weekly stuff down there, but we, dipped past that order block, respected it body wise, right? Then we had a nice little rally in July. Then for the next month and a half, we were trying to figure out if that was going to be the yearly low, right? We came back up, fell short of this order block right there, fell short of the order block, stopped on some lower time frame stuff. We talked about what it was back then. I think it was these highs. It was some highs right around here. We talked about it back then, like on the weekly level, right? Took out that buy side liquidity, heavy distribution to the downside, breaking to a new yearly low, right? New yearly low. Then we came down, got down into the we just got into the wicks of this order block that we set back in 2020. Between September and October, we hit some weekly stuff that was down there. I think it was some weekly gaps that we saw and some other stuff we saw down there, right? And then we got a reaction off of that, and we have reversed course. We seem to have reversed course. We have set a swing high. We got a couple more days in this month. We got 1, 2, 3 more trading days in this month. I do not see us reversing in those 3 days and falling down below this low. So I'm just going ahead and call it and say we set a new swing low in the month of November, because in them last 3 days, I don't see us melting off all the way down here and making a new yearly low. I don't see that happening, right? So I'm going to call it that we made a new swing low in the month of November. We have gotten back up past 50% of this order block right here. Right, that's an order block right here. It's working on, once we break this high right here, this right here will become a monthly breaker. Once we get back up past that high, this will be a monthly breaker. Right now, it's a monthly order block that we had traded back up to last month, had a slight reaction off of it, melted down below that low, right? So it reacted off of that monthly order block. We came down, right, and stopped. Right, stop there, respecting the swing low, didn't try to go take out the sell side liquidity resting below this, and we started reacting up, right? So we have pulled up to this order block and we melted down just a little bit, right? We poked up, melted down, went down. Now we're taking back off, we're rallying again, right? And if we get up past that high right there, the month of August candle will then be a breaker, because this high broke this low, and when we trade back up past it, that makes that last up close candle right on this price leg right here, that'll be the breaker. So this right here would be the breaker on the monthly. So right now on the monthly, that's not a breaker yet. We're past 50% of this order block, so I'm not going to draw it out. So on the monthly level, we're going to draw out the low. We're going to draw out the low. Let's go I'm just gonna put it to December. We'll go December 1st, right quick, because we're on the monthly chart, so I can't go to the second. I'm gonna mark out the low, and then so that's the closest low from where we price is, and this is the closest monthly high right here. Well, this is really the closest monthly high, so we're gonna mark that one. This is the closest swing high, but since this is the closest monthly high right there, I'm gonna mark that. Normally, I would mark the closest swing high, but since we had such a reaction at this monthly high right here, we hit something in this area, right? Did we come to this rejection block and sell down like that? This monthly rejection block and sell down? Did we come to something on a weekly and sell down on a? I don't know, but we had a strong reaction right here. So I'm let me fix this. Hold up, template monthly box bottom. Booyah, right? So I'm going to mark that high, the September high, as the monthly box top, because we had a strong reaction off of that. I'm trying to do better at expressing verbally, if you will, the reason why I'm marking stuff. So that's why I'm marking the September high instead of the August high, because we had such a reaction to that, right? I'm just marking that on the monthly level. Like typically, if I'm marking highs and lows, I typically try to mark a swing high and a swing low, but with like a higher time frame, like a higher time frame, like a monthly, weekly, those highs have a lot of weight to them, even if it's not a swing high or a swing low. But if it's a regular high that wick off like that, it's a lot going on right there. Even if it's not on the monthly, even like how we came to a rejection block right here, that's a PDA that you're coming to, because from this high to that low, right? Let's talk about this right quick. So if I ain't got my lock on, so boom, let's just say this was the price range, this is the dealing range that we had been looking at, right? Just say this is the dealing range that we was looking at. This rejection block right here, that would be the last PDA before hitting this high. Like if just say if we was coming, if this was our range right here, let's pretend like you can't see those candles there. So this is our range that we're watching right here. This rejection block right there, we got these equal body highs and that long wick right there. We had a long wick there, right? So that right there is a rejection block on this monthly, right? That's a rejection block right there, because we came up and we took out that high right there. So we ran buy side liquidity right there. So we just took out buy side liquidity and rejected down, right? So we just took out buy side liquidity and rejected down. There's another high up here, but it's like we just took out buy side liquidity, right? If we didn't take out buy side liquidity, then I wouldn't be trusting this as a rejection block, right? So boom, we hit the rejection block and then we go down and we make a new low, right? So that was the last PDA. That rejection block was the last PDA before that high. It did its job and it sent it lower. So, right, the market pushed it lower. So now that's why I'm looking at this range here, because we had a strong reaction off of this rejection block or whatever else on the lower time frame it was. And now we're looking at this low right here, because we ran sell side liquidity and took out a new low. So now my ultimate destination for the sell side that we took out down here is this high right here, right? Is this high right here. But since we had such a strong reaction to this rejection block right here, that's why I'm using that high, because it's something in there that y'all know how I am too. Whenever we make a long wick like that, I feel like we're going to revisit that wick before coming back down and then taking off. So right now, we're just in the revisit the wick phase. Now, so that's all I want to mark on the monthly is the low and the high, because we already came, let me see. We don't have any volume imbalances in between there. Nothing. That's the overlapping. That's overlapping. So yeah, That's the only that's the only thing I want to mark on the monthly. Let's go down to the weekly. Weekly. Right? So now that we come down to the weekly candles, I'm only focusing inside our box. Truly, I could care less about what's going on the outside of our box. Anything above this line and anything below this line, like way over here, I could care less about that stuff right now. I'm only focusing on the dealing range that I'm looking at right now. I'm only focusing on this dealing range right here, right? Because this is our box. This is the last box that the algos was playing in, the last box that we synced up with the algos for, right? So speaking of synced up, we're going to get our equilibrium for the overall range. All right, so the equilibrium for the overall range is 38, 38, 50. That's the equilibrium for the overall range, 38, 38, 50. All right, let me put the template, equilibrium, range equilibrium. Let's make that the same color as the monthly line. Like that. Stizzle. That's good. Oh, I hit text. Did I hit text? Yeah, I changed the text. I need to change the line color. Okay. So that's the equilibrium for the overall range, right? So now on the weekly, right? The highest high on the weekly is I could very well mark last week's high, but since it's so close to the week prior to it, I'm just going to mark the week prior to its high because it's right. It's almost the exact same. It's almost the exact same. So because we came so close to taking it out last week on Turkey week, we came so close to taking it out on Turkey week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mark that same box top weekly. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that same high because the weekly high for the week prior was 40, 50, 75, and then last week was 40, 49, 25. So it was like a point and a half, you know what I'm saying, a point and a half away from the high. So I'm gonna mark that high instead of last week's, right? They too close. See, like here, right? We got a super long wick right here, but like on the week, this could very well act as a rejection block, right? But the reason why I wouldn't be looking for this to be a rejection block, and it could, because you know what I'm saying, you took out, you know what I'm saying, a prior week's high, right? And then you wick down off of this this order block and this fair value gap right there, right? You took out a prior week's high, then you wick down off this order block and fair value gap, right? I'm looking at this wick down as we hit this PDA right here, right? I'll be looking for this up here to act as a rejection block because we just took out buy side liquidity over here. We came up, ran buy side, right? Took out these equal highs. Yes, we did hit a fair value gap right there. And then we wicked down. We wicked down after taking buy side and then got heavy distribution, right? So I would look for this to act as a rejection block before this, because this right here came down to, right? Came down to an order block, pushed up to a fair value gap in an order block, and then drop. I'll be looking for the rejection blocks after taking out buy side, right? That's just me. Not saying that's the way it's gotta be, but that's just me. I look for them after they've taken out significant buy side liquidity, right? And the significant buy side is here. So anybody that went short here, their buy stops are up here, right? So their buy stop, if their buy stops are up here, right, then like I'm looking for a price to come attack this right here. So when price get up here, I'm not looking for it to get rejected off of there. I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for price. If price get all the way up there, I'm looking for price to take that out. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking for price to take that out. So we're going to come up, get rejected because they're going to try to defend it, and then they just gonna bust back through it. You see what I'm saying? Come up, reject it down to whatever we're gonna reject it to, and then to trick people into, oh, that's resistance, I can keep going short, and then pow, take them out. That's just the way I see it. Now, the weekly low, I'm gonna go ahead and mark last week's low because that's the closest low from where price is right now. That's this low prior to that. So for the low, I'm marking last week's low as the low. How low can you go? How low can you go? Weekly bottom. All right. So we got an order block right here below price. I put the weekly equilibrium. Let's put the weekly equilibrium 39.44. I mean 39.94.25. Range equilibrium. Let's change this. We're gonna make this black. We're gonna make it black. No, purple. We're gonna make it the same color as the same color as the weekly. Okay. Make it the same color as the weekly. All right. Now we got an order block here below price on the weekly. Got a weekly order block right there. Weekly order block below price order block. That's a bullish order block. Weekly. Here we go with the overlapping. I fix all that when we go down to the daily. Not worried about any buy side liquidity. I mean sell side liquidity outside of the weekly box. I am marking the weekly PDA because it's inside the higher box, but I'm not, since we got sell side liquidity there, I'm not coming all the way down here and marking this sell side liquidity on the weekly level. If price starts to come back down to the area, then I'll annotate on the chart. But right now, I just like to annotate the stuff that's in the field of play. Everything that's in the field of play. We came into this order block right here. All right. And again, once we get back up, once we break these highs, right? Once we break these highs, then this weekly candle right here, that will become a weekly breaker. This right here will become a weekly breaker right there. Weekly breaker. Weekly breaker. Once we break that, trade back down to it. Okay, that's all I'm marking on the weekly. Let's move down to the daily. Go down to the daily. I'm going down to the daily. I'm going down to the daily. All right, so on the daily, we're inside this daily fair value gap. We're well past, let me see if we well past 50% before I just make that up. Okay, yes, we are past 50%. We're just above 50%. So I'm not going to mark it out. Just going to keep it in mind that we still have not filled this daily fair value gap. I will mark out this daily order block right here. Daily order block right here. Move this over to the second. Now I can go to the second. So mark this. This is a daily bearish order block. Daily bearish order block. All right, let's move this stuff out since we down on the level where I can get it to the exact day I want it to be on. I forgot you can't hit shift with there. With the boxes, with the squares, with the lines. If you grab it, it moves everywhere. But if you hold shift, it stays, you know what I'm saying? It stays straight, right? But if you do that with a box, if you grab a box, it just stays straight without holding shift. Because if you hit shift, it expands like proportionately. It keeps the ratio. And I always be, sometimes I hit the shift when I be moving a box because I'm so used to grabbing that hitting that shift to move my lines. All right, so again on the daily, I'm not marking any sell side liquidity or anything outside of the box as far as like buy side or sell side, because I'm only looking at the weekly level. I fully expect this weekly sell buy side to get taken out relatively fast. I thought we was going to take it out last week, but we didn't. We got really close to it, and the daily rejection block did its job. So I mean, the daily. So the daily rejection block right here did its job. The 4-hour rejection block did its job, and then the 1-hour rejection block did its job. We looked at all of that last week, here and there throughout, you know, some lives in discords and stuff as we could throughout the week. We have a daily fair value gap right here around the weekly equilibrium. So let's mark that out. Daily fair value gap right there. So that would be a bullish fair value gap. So that's a bullish fair value gap, and it's overlapping. So I'm going to just move that in right there so I can see. Oh, I hate how that look. God, it don't look good. Let's move that out, and then maybe move the equilibrium line, the weekly equilibrium line. Cheese and rice. I can't even grab the line. Let's try to move the line in, and then move the box out to keep it from. It'll look a little better. It ain't really overlapping as bad. So that look a little better. Yeah, that look a little bit better. Spread this up some. Yeah. All right. I like that better. So daily fair value gap. We got a daily order block down here. I'm just keep that in mind, because that's in a deep discount on the weekly, and we're at an extreme premium on the weekly right now. There's another daily fair value gap right there. How y'all gonna let me miss that? Got a daily fair value gap right here. Another bullish fair value gap right there. Daily bullish fair value gap. If we start to get back down past equilibrium, then I'll mark out this bullish order block right here. But if not, if we don't get all the way back down there, if we pull back and stop at this fair value gap and bounce, then I won't worry about it. But if this fair value gap start giving up the ghost, then I'll mark out this daily order block right here. Again, that's this is last week's low. That's the low before it, right? So I marked last week's swing low. I mean, last week's low, because that was the closest weekly low from where price is now. And then just keeping in mind that we got another low there. So if the market starts to get super bullish after it takes out this buy side liquidity and wants to come down and take out this sell side and get back down to the overall equilibrium, right? Just keep that in mind. Because we consolidated here for a while. So since we consolidated here for so long, you know what I'm saying, we may potentially blast up and go ahead and take out these highs, because we consolidated here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We consolidated there for 7 days before trying to break out of the range. And like this, with this long wick right here, right, I'm not really counting that wick. That's the rejection block wick that we was looking at. So since this right here was the rejection block, this was after we had just ran buy side. So I'm not really counting that wick as being inside the range. I'm stopping the range at these red highs right here, right? So this, and I ain't counting this long wick here. So from this weekly low to the, from the last week's low up until these highs right here, I'm looking at that as the true consolidation range, because this right here and this right here, those are just like stop runs. You know what I'm saying? This ran some liquidity, this ran some liquidity, and then we got back into the consolidation range, right? Those are just liquidity runs. So we're trying to break out of the range after consolidating forever. So, you know, healthy price action for me would be to take out these highs that we came up and kissed, maybe even pop up and touch this order block, right? And then, but I really would like to see us just pop up above these highs, come back down to equilibrium of last week and take care of this fair value gap, maybe even touch this order block, then take off and take this high right there. Boom, take the high out. And once we take the high out, then, you know what I'm saying, we turn our attention to, you know what I'm saying, coming back down here around this equilibrium, around this order, this weekly order block here, to see if it hold. That would be healthy price action to me. That's what I would love to see. I would love to see that, but I do expect this weekly high to be taken out relatively fast. I think that's all I'm going to mark as far as marking. I'm not going to go any lower than the daily right now. And that's what I would love to see for the ES price action going through the next week, quickly taking out this buy side liquidity above these highs here, then coming back down to equilibrium on this weekly range around this fair value gap, maybe even test that order block, and then pushing back up to try to go toward, you know, these highs up here. Would love to see that. Would love to see that. And that is all I got for the weekend. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all that. Hey, y'all, welcome to the weekend chart prep for November 27th, 2022. Yeah. This is when we take a deep dive into the charts, and sometimes we go deep inside the mind of Lil Timmy Rogers. I should have said that from the beginning. Hey, man, my wife's birthday is in 2 days. November 29th. November 29th. The most beautifulest thing in this world was born in 2 days. The most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. Who know what that is? Who know where that come from? I know Robson should know. You my age range, Robson. The most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. Somebody tell me where that come from. What y'all talk about in the chat? I saw that. Eat cake, saw that. I see when you took the walk to Poland. Oh, them hawks was for Saudi. Y'all sent those to Saudi. This VIX low is setting for something many may not be expecting. I ain't gonna hold you, Towns. I don't even watch the VIX. Shout out to home. Yes, Keith Murray. Look at Otis with the Keith Murray. I feel you now. Yeah. at that with the Keith Murray. Everybody on the Keith Murray. Okay, cool. You don't know nothing about Keith Murray. You only like 20. Hey, look here. I don't watch the VIX. Shout out to homie Zay. The homie Zay be on the VIX hard. I don't even watch the VIX, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And let's speak on the VIX. I'm glad you put that up there, Towns. Let's speak on the VIX. A lot of people misinterpret or misread the VIX. And the reason why I say that is a lot of people think that like a direct correlation with the VIX and the market, they think it's a direct correlation between the VIX and between the VIX and the market's price moves. It's not a direct correlation between the VIX and the market price move. It's the VIX is a volatility index, meaning like they're tracking the volatility of the market based off of like options positions, like, you know what I'm saying, hedges. How much are they hedging? How much are they, you know what I'm saying, how much are they just shorting the market or going long the market? How, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's what the VIX is really tracking, the volatility, right? So if there's no high volatility, the VIX may not spike, the VIX may not run, and price may be dropping, or the VIX may not drop, but price shooting up because it's going up, but there's no high volatility. It ain't no high volatility because it ain't a lot of fear in the market. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people be misreading the VIX. And I just don't use the VIX as a tool in my tool belt. It's a good tool to use, but I don't really use it. It's like I just stick with reading the price action and staying up on the economic data to see when volatility may be coming into the market. But the VIX is a good tool to use if you understand what the VIX is really tracking. It's a good tool to use, but it starts to get too complicated for me because it's not just a direct correlation between the price. You know what I'm saying? It's man, let me go fix my light bulb, man. Let me fix y'all hold on while I fix my light bulb real quick. Let me get up, go get my ladder. Hold on. Oh, my ladder already back there. Now let me go back there, climb up on my ladder and fix my light bulb. Y'all hold on for a second. I got to go fix my light bulb. Y'all hold on. Go back here. Oh, get my hand. Here we go. I'm gonna get my hand. Here you go. Okay, screw. Right? Here, screw. Okay, now let me turn it on. Turn on the light. Lights on now. Okay. All right, I had to fix my light bulb, y'all. I had to fix my light bulb. Okay. Hey, Towns, get off my screen. Would you prefer the daily fair value gap we are in to be filled before coming down? You may have said it. I missed. Oh, no. I ain't worried about it being filled before coming down. Matter of fact, I prefer that it don't get filled before we come down. I prefer that gap don't get filled before we come down, right? Because that'll give me more confirmation that the market want to come back up there, you know what I'm saying, and really just blow through that. If you know what I'm saying, like if we come up here and take out these highs, right, and don't fill that gap right there, just say we come up and just stop, like right, just say we bust through these highs and get up to where that low at? That low is at 40.80, right? That low is at 40.80, right? And 40.80 is a nice round number, so it may go to 40.80 before reversing. But if we just say we bust through here and we got up to like 40.70, right? We got to 40.70, hurt through on breaks, then turned back around and came down to this equilibrium in this fair value gap. That will all day long make me want to take a swing to go back up. You see what I'm saying? Because we, you know what I'm saying, we in a print. Let's see where that'll put us on the top half of the box. Let's see where that'll put us on the top half of the premium. Let's check that real quick. Go there. Yes, yeah, that will definitely, because that would put it like 4,725 pretty much. Just say 4,007 is equilibrium for the premium, right? So if we pushed up, took out these highs that we came within a stone's throw, it's just like a kiss on the cheek, right? If we take out these highs without closing that fair value gap right there, that would, and we started pulling back to this equilibrium right here in this fair value gap right there, that'll put us in a discount of the premium, put us right at equilibrium for the premium, right at equilibrium for the week. You know what I'm saying? That would just make me most definitely be like, oh yeah, we fun to pop. You know what I'm saying? Pang, ow, and just probably just blow through that order block right there and just bust them highs. You know what I'm saying? But if we go up there and we close in that gap and we hit that order block, right? Then once we come back down, I still would like trust this, but it'll be like a little bit weaker trust because this, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this order block may push us way down, but you know what I'm saying? But if we come real close and don't get it and come back down, I'll be like, oh yeah, they real bullish. You know what I'm saying? They real bullish, right? Just a little quick little pop, take out the highs, and then start selling down. Because if we push up too far, that's bearish to me. You see what I'm saying? That's if we push up if it take us like 2 days to get up here, that's bearish to me. You know what I'm saying? Or if we take like all of Monday to get up there, that's bearish because we pushing too far. Like if I think the market gonna continue bullish, I want to see it come down first. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's pop up there, take out them highs, then come down, then do the down work, then bounce. I said the same thing 40 times. I'm sorry, y'all. I just be repeating. Watch him go, Lord, in the day. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not going Lord in the daily. And I'll make sure I ain't going to the, just because you got you a nice little selfie, because you got you a nice with your Mary J. Blige glasses on and your little what they call it, a bob. You got a wrap. What is it, a bob or a wrap? But you got it, you know what I'm saying? It's clawed to the face with your Mary J. Blige glasses on. Doom, 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 doom. Time on my hands since you went away, boy. What you love, Tranisha? Shh, what you talking about, Stacks? What I got to be called? What's that? I'm 42. What Coolidge said? Oh, LOL, that cool. What Coolidge said? Where he at? What Coolidge talking about? Umpa told me, but I typed slow. Oh, talking about Keith Murray. Okay, then. I know he up on it. Mama, you raised an incredible young man. I appreciate that, Stacks. Got me putting my age all on. Hey, man, ain't no I tell you to put your age on Al Gore's internet, man. Hey, man, that's all I got. If y'all ain't got nothing, we going to call it. We going to call it if y'all ain't got nothing. Come in. We'll been on here for an hour. Hey, y'all like how I fixed that light? Y'all like how I turned that light on just now? Put a one in the chat if y'all like how I turned that light on just now. Hey, that's all we got. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Me and the boys gotta go. I need to let them go try to find Calandra something for her birthday. They be shucking and jiving, man. I'll be like, look here, man, your mama birthday coming up, man. What y'all doing, man? Well, what she told you she won't. It don't matter what she told me she won't. What y'all want to get y'all mama, man? Stop playing with me. I appreciate that. Yes, God's grace, baby. God's grace and a whole lot of praying by my mama. God's grace and a whole lot of praying by my mama. I tell y'all all the time, man, my mom, growing up, my mama was the only real Christian I knew. I had a few family members that went to church, and I had a whole bunch of gangsters and thugs for uncles. I had gangsters, thugs, and drug addicts. That's all my uncles were. Gangsters, thugs, and drug addicts. If you wanted a gangster, you was a thug. And the difference between the gangsters and the thug, the gangsters was really body, and the thugs just talked a lot, and then the drug addicts. So that's all that was in my family. I had some real killers in my family now. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? And then, but that's all I was around. That's all I knew. Oh yeah, the Playboys too. I forgot about the Playboys. The Playboys. We had Playboys in the family too. Mama, close your ears. My daddy was one of them Playboys. Hey man, hey, we gonna go ahead and call it, man. I'll see y'all in the morning for the overnight price. Action. And remember, man, hey, oh, that's my mama. Yeah, you can stay up there, mama. And remember, man, we ain't bulls or bears. We beasts. And we trade what we see. Don't force nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let the market tell you what it's going to do. Let the market show its hand, tip its hat. You know what I'm saying? Before you make your move. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say that for anybody. If it's your first time, we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. Talk about the overnight price action. We go live at 6:30 p.m. in the evening, talk about the price action review. And on Sundays, we go live at 3 o'clock and do our weekly chart prep. Hopefully, I was able to share something that informed somebody, inspired somebody, or taught somebody something. I see y'all in the morning, man. Till then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy your family. I'm gone, man. Yeah.